fans, you're not guaranteed that main event spotlight. The only guarantee that you have is if you can get on someone's nerves enough that you're in the main event, even though you're not in the six figures or you're not winning matches all the time. The thing is, it comes down to how much you're over with the fans, or vice versa, how much you are getting on the fans' nerves. And the League of Nations are doing their jobs very well. And that's what the wrestling news websites here, ladies and gentlemen, are noticing. And that's why they're never given enough credit. They're noticing the obvious, and they're noticing what's what with professional wrestling. You may not like it, but in the words of Triple H, I guess what it comes down to is it's what's best for business. And that's what we're going to be seeing, at least for the next few months, at least to the halfway point of 2016, which, by the way, I hope by then we see some novelty in WWE, probably new champions, new contenders, new wrestlers on the active roster. And that's what we're going to need. We're going to have to create stars, and they desperately have to create a star off the retirement of Daniel Bryan, because they put so much money and time behind Daniel Bryan, unknowing to his injuries and the circumstances of them. They put so much time into Daniel Bryan, and now what they have to do is go back, rewrite everything in light of injuries of Seth Rollins, who could have had his career end during that international tour last year. And it's unfortunate that, it had to happen to Seth Rollins the way it did, because he was supposed to be in the main event picture for a really long time. The same thing goes for Daniel Bryan. How about this? Daniel Bryan versus Seth Rollins for the championship. That would have been awesome. Or Daniel Bryan versus Wade Barrett. Daniel Bryan created so many wrestlers, but there were so many wrestlers like Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins that Daniel Bryan wrestled, on and off again. But I wanted to see more of an opportunity for Daniel Bryan to create what I'm hoping to see, which is what I'm hoping to see for someone like Seth Rollins and this League of Nations, because the League of Nations should be taken far more seriously than what they're ever given credit for, and that's something that I put these wrestling news websites over for, and that's something that the everyday wrestling fan has a great difficult time trying to comprehend. But it is what it is. The League of Nations are over, like it or not, and that's what we're going to be seeing, at least for the next 6 months, getting us to the halfway point of at least 2016, which by then I hope a wave of novelty moves very smoothly over the WWE. The active roster definitely needs to create something special, and we could be looking at that spectacular thing with the League of Nations. Yeah, they're not as popular as the Four Horsemen, talking back as far as the original Four Horsemen, Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard. Big fans of those guys. They may not be the Four Horsemen, but they are once relevant in WWE, and it's what should be given more credit for having been done with WWE Creative. We never give WWE Creative enough credit, but the thing is, they know what they're doing with the League of Nations, and they aren't going anywhere anytime soon. I'm your host, Jonathan Clarke, and I will speak to you again next week. Like what you hear? Tell us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.
Rusev Udria, Rusev Machka.
Don't go anywhere. HEW Entertainment Radio will return with the latest news, music, interviews, discussion, and Jonathan Clarke next.
When something takes place in the world of professional wrestling, you know where to go. WrestleZone.com. WrestleZone.com. Covering all the latest breaking news daily. Interactive forums where you can chat with thousands of other wrestling fans. Exclusive editorials and audio features by some of today's top wrestling superstars. Exclusive video content, weekly polls, live play-by-play coverage of every WWE and TNA pay-per-view. And now, featuring WrestleZone Radio, live with news, in-depth discussions, debates, and interviews with wrestling's top stars, past and present. When you think wrestling, think WrestleZone. WrestleZone.com.
He considers himself God's gift to wrestling, and millions of his faithful agree. With nearly 4 hours of footage and exclusive commentary and matches, this DVD chronicles Daniel's rise from Chicago's Windy City Wrestling to the Asylum in Nashville, and finally to the top of TNA. TNA Home Video presents Heaven Sent, Hell Bound, the best of Christopher Daniels. Available at most retailers and TNAWrestling.com.
Hey you right there, the one listening to this show. While you're tuning into this broadcast or when you read the news on WrestleZone.com, are you forming opinions of it all? Or do you just agree with everything you see and hear? If you actually have some sort of afterthought, which, by the way, is normal, we want to know what it is. There are thousands of wrestling fans just like you that simply can't hold their thoughts in either, and they let it all out in our interactive forums. You have a voice, so use it. Simply visit forums.WrestleZone.com. Don't just be active, be reactive in the official WrestleZone.com forums. For all the latest in mixed martial arts, be sure to visit WrestleZone's sister site, SureDog.com. Complete with daily news, exclusive video, interviews, live radio broadcast, interactive forums, and the very popular Fight Finder with bios and complete match-by-match histories of your favorite fighters. SureDog is the only place you need when it comes to mixed martial arts. Visit SureDog.com today.
Hi, my name's Adam Nudelman, but I play the Phantom on the radio. I'm here to remind you that, screw that, my book, Mysteries of Wrestling Solved, is available at finer bookstores everywhere. That stupid fake voice, I hate it. I wrote a book along with Sir Adam Kleinberg called Mysteries of Wrestling. It has the questions that you wanted answered. Why does Steve Austin hate Jeff Jarrett? Are referees really blind and stupid and dumb? Who is actually the toughest wrestler in the business outside of the ring? Hulk Hogan, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Kamala. We get down and dirty with insider facts you've never read about anywhere else. So what are you waiting for? It makes a great stocking stuffer. You're too short, you buy 3 of them, you get taller, you just stand on them. Mysteries of Wrestling Solved by ECW Press, written by Sir Adam Kleinberg and Adam the Phantom Nudelman. Available everywhere. It's done. The plug is done. I'm done. I didn't sell it well enough. There's naked pictures of China in there. Okay? Thanks.
Available now on DVD. John Triton is on the toughest, most important mission of his life.
You have a hostage. It's my wife.
And with everything on the line,
I gotta do something, and I gotta do it now.
nothing and no one can stop him.
See, I tried to kill this guy twice today.
Now, see the Marine in a whole new way with the unrated version. Get more edge-of-your-seat action, more mind-blowing explosions, more of the Marine. This unrated version features material too hot for theaters. Plus, special behind-the-scenes features. John Cena is the Marine. Only unrated version. Available now on DVD. Rated version also available.
I know what you're thinking. I'm not a real athlete. I'm just a wrestler. I'm 6'10", 328 pounds.
I won boxing's Golden Gloves 3 years in a row.
I was a national champion at the University of Miami. My jersey was retired at Florida State.
I was the ultimate fighting champion.
When you step through those ropes, bad things do happen. Had over 200 stitches. I suffered a dozen concussions. Broken bones. I separated shoulders. Damn near broke my neck. Blown still got up. This is who I am.
This is what I do. I'm not really an athlete.
This isn't real? Try lacing my boots.
Every day I train. Thousands of hours of practice.
Injuries can happen at any time.
My kneecap just kind of blew over to the side of my leg. I've torn the pectoral muscle completely off my shoulder.
I've had surgery 5 times in my left knee.
You do question, can I come back from this? My body,
my life is on the line.
Don't risk yours. Please, don't try this.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Clarke, the voice of HEW Entertainment Radio. For years, HEW Entertainment has been the #1 professional wrestling news website on the internet for good reason, including headlines, extensive video footage, a radio program weekly, a weekly column for our users to read, video footage from HEW Wrestling Network, a YouTube channel, a MySpace, a Facebook, everything that a professional wrestling news website should have. HEW Entertainment has it for you in one place. Event results, video footage, news headlines, thousands of images, a weekly column, a weekly radio broadcast including archives, fantasy results, live chat rooms, forums, pay-per-view play-by-play, and so much more. For more information, add us today at facebook.com Jonathan Clarke and check out our YouTube channel at youtube.com Jonathan Clarke 22 to